Welcome back to Looneycraft, and I'm in danger. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the to-do board is back. So my friend recently watched my videos and threatened me with bodily harm if I did not bring it back immediately. So this is for you. You know who you are. But let's go ahead and see what's on the list for today. And we have... You know, at least you guys are still alive. Okay, so it goes without saying at this point. In fact, I'm pretty much being a dead horse. I am not great when it comes to the technical side of Minecraft. I am very much on the building side. I would like to learn more, and so I actually was able to get Watchdog to come out and help me build the villager breeder here today, which I have to give him a huge props for. Pretty much instead of just building it, he went ahead and explained it to me bit by bit, and it was an interesting time. You can see that he can get points. He was getting a little frustrated, but it was an enjoyable process. It's always great to have a good friend on the server to help you. But yeah, y'all should definitely go check out his videos. He is amazing. I cannot stress that enough. I don't think he really needs my help to get him more views, but yeah, definitely check him out. I'll leave his link in the description below. And then come here in a second, he'll kind of explain how the breeder works. I'm sure most of you might know how it works. For those that don't, then you're learning just as much as I am today, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, villager breeder. Pretty simple. As it works, the villagers are up top. They are on a fence post, and they are in stasis basically because of their hitboxes get confused because of the trapdoors and carpets. So when they sleep, they'll get in the beds, but when they wake up, they'll wake up in that one block on top of the fence. That way, yeah, because that's just where their AI coding something or other. That's where they get put.
Okay.
And then the fence. Then when you breed a villager, the baby will drop down to the chute. Which then once it grows up. You can collect them when they're babies, but they're a lot more annoying because they're faster. But then once a villager gets bred, it drops, grows up, and you would place a minecart on this rail, and then it would scoop it up, and it's ready for transport. So,
okay,
yeah, villager breeder, pretty simple. There are more complicated ones, but it doesn't need to be complicated. So,
gotcha. Yeah, I've seen some online that have been weird, but I knew you knew how to do it. I figured I'd let someone else explain it to me in person.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, to breed this, you just need bread, carrots, or potatoes. You can get beetroot, but nobody gets beetroot because that's just a waste of time, to be honest. It's like the worst crop. But yeah, villager breeder. So, yeah.
All right, so that is the villager breeder all done. So let's see what now we can do at the to-do board. Let's see if it's all changed. It's all back to, well, sort of normal. All right, so yeah, I actually did go ahead and start marking out some of the things we plan on doing. These are all actual game achievements or advancements, I guess that's what you would call them. So some of these we've already done, and I'm actually what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to get rid of the fact that we did all these things. In fact, you'll notice that some of these we already have done. What I'm gonna end up doing though is I'm gonna create a book and a lantern, or Lectern. It's called a lectern. No, I did not just Google it. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and create a lectern with a book in it and a quill, and we're going to actually mark down all the things that we've already done. So that way, because there's not going to be enough room on this board for me to fill up all the advancements especially, but like if you want to add anything extra to this, then we are going to need more space. So to kind of keep track of the things we have done, we'll put those all into that lectern. But yeah, so starter base, workshop, another portal, barn stable, we did those in the last few episodes. Villager breeder got done today. We're gonna go ahead and, as you can tell by my inventory and my golden boots, we're going back into the nether. Yeah, the nether. But that way we can get things, so I can create like the super smelter and other redstone materials we're gonna need quartz for. But yeah, so super smelter we'll try to get done today. Iron farm I'll do another day. And storage system. So I actually wanted to talk about the storage system. I wanted to do it kind of underneath everything, because I don't plan on building some really large building that's gonna kind of overlook all this, except for maybe my final base. So my thought was to kind of have an entrance inside the town square, and it goes underneath ground, and we create almost a sewer system. And inside that sewer system will be our actual storage system. And it'll fall kind of pretty much down this main street. So that is the plan for the storage system, but we're not doing that today. And then we are going to build a building around this, make it look nice. Don't know if I'll get to it today, but I do want to turn this into a post office. We kind of briefly talked about the mods that we have on the server, and we talked about, like, you know, you could build furniture, but one of those things is the mailbox, and I do want to get that up and going here soon. And I thought it'd look nice if it was actually in a building, and this just seems like the perfect spot to put a post office. So this will get torn down, we'll build a post office here. I might keep one of the villagers to pretty much host the post office, but we will get back to that later. For now, it's scary time. Here we go. I've spot both the Wandering Trader and the Inwit. We definitely need to build a cover for our nether portal for this to keep happening. Weirdly, nothing attacks them. Everything attacks you, but nothing attacks them. Oh crap. Crap. Okay, so actually, this might not be a bad thing. If I remember correctly, no one said like a sort of sideways thing. And if I just tap in there. Oh, didn't work. I almost feel like I need to be higher. No. Ooga. I don't know what to do. I am now stuck on the other side, and I realize he hasn't attacked me yet. I do realize that. But okay. I think maybe if I keep digging and do stuff, then maybe he will disappear before I get back. Oh gosh, I do not like the sound of that. You know, a large pool of lava like that alone has me concerned. I don't know what we're doing at this point. Why are we here? Alright, we gotta get out of here. And there's still the baby piglin. But I'm hoping that I could just walk up to him. Or did he not kill me? Alright. I need him to slightly move over. There you go. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Let's get out of here. Of course, it's nighttime. Okay. So that wasn't as successful as I was hoping it would be. We got a lot of netherrack. Not really looking for that. I did get some good amount of nether quartz, so that'll help us with our builds. And I also found some blackstone. I'm not gonna lie, I got slightly distracted with the fact that I got down to level 15, so I did start looking for netherite, but obviously no luck. So that might be something for a later video, and where I feel a little more confident to be in there, and maybe we'll get someone to go with us. But yeah, so let's continue. All right, so we are now standing behind our workshop as we are going to actually do some redstone ourselves today. So we are going to build the super smelter, and I wanted to show y'all that it's actually pretty easy. I will warn you now, as you can see, it is very iron heavy to build this thing, but it is worth it because it makes your life a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First part we're going to need is these items right here, as we build the beginning bits of this, and then we'll slowly go through each process, or through the process of each part. So I do want to make sure that I am lining this up though to where it doesn't go off to this side. So the overall side of this is going to be about 12 blocks, and of course it's raining. Hang on. All right, I had to turn down the weather sounds because unfortunately today it's been raining in the server non-stop. I've had a lot of pauses due to this. But yeah, so it's going to be about 12 blocks long, and it's only 2 wide. So it's actually very small when you think about it. So we're going to go ahead, and the first thing we're going to do is I want to place a block. Hold on. I want to get the right area. So about here, and we're going to go ahead and place a block here. Place 2 chests here, and then you're going to place 2 glass blocks on top of this. That way you can open your chest. All right, and then you're going to come up from here, go up another, and then what you want to do is place a redstone lamp right here, and then place another block right here. In front of the redstone lamp, you're going to go ahead and place a lever, and then what we'll do next is we'll take the first 8 of our hoppers, and it's going to go right into this chest. This is where all the items will filter into the chest. So there's that. All right, and then you're going to go ahead and take your furnaces and put them on top of those hoppers. I will say this is not a design I created. I have been building this exact same furnace system for quite a long time though, so I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I know it pretty well. All right, hang on. We're going to sleep, and I got to grab some blocks so I can climb up on top of this. All right, so you want to get up on top of this here. I'm just going to go ahead and place a block right there. And this actually needs to be, I believe, 1 more higher. Let's see, that's going to be 1. Nope, it's going to be 2 more higher. So it'll be 5 tall in the end. All right, and then you're going to go ahead and take your second set of hoppers, and you're going to go ahead and place them on top. There we go. And then you're going to come to the back and place hoppers all into the back. Like I said, it's very iron heavy. I almost wish that I had built an iron farm first, but I didn't, and that's okay. All right, then you're going to go ahead and put 4 blocks like that, and you're going to put 1 block right here. All right, and then if we come to the other side, you're going to build 1, 2, 3. I believe it's 4. Yeah, I need to grab more blocks because I miscounted. No, that's wrong. So this goes here, and then this goes here. All right, I still do need to grab 1 more block though, because you're going to go ahead and place a block on top of these ones here. So hang on, let's go grab 1 more block, 1 simple block, and then we'll have everything we need. So 1, literally 1. So if you were keeping count by looking at the chest at the beginning, just know that you need to add one more block. All right, and then we'll come up here, and this block will go here. Yep. All right, and then it is a matter of putting in the rails. So I'm gonna leave that there because I'm gonna climb right back up here in a second. I'm actually gonna grab the rest of this as we will go through and finish this off. So do that. And we'll go ahead and place the rails before we place the redstone. So you're gonna need 4 powered rails, and they're gonna go across. So one goes there, and then you actually need your rails. They're gonna go across the rest of this. Be sure to shift click, or you can actually do this on Bedrock. So if you're on the console watching, yeah, you just have to crouch, whichever button your crouch button is. Ironically, I used to be ooh, hold on. Okay, so if it does this, you're gonna want to break a block and put a block down so that it will match up. So hold on, do that, and then do that. Nope. All right, hold on. A little bit of finickiness, but that's okay. So we will do this. Set there. Break this one. And it went into the system. Hold on. Where'd it go? Did it go to the end? Nope. Maybe it just got stuck in there. Yeah, it did. Okay. That's okay. Alright. So if you want to place a power rail here and then pipe in here, that will stop it from doing that. And then go ahead and no, I don't know why it wants to do that. Go ahead and break this one, which everything's going to end up in the system today at some point, it looks like. All right, so let's break that. Make sure this connects to that one, and that should stop everything from connecting at this point. All right, and then finish off the rails going this way. I am missing a rail. Hold on. There it is. All right, and go ahead, place this here. And what I'm gonna do, because I believe this will work, is if I do that, take this last rail. That way we don't have the same issue again. There we go. All right, so those are all the rails put in place. And the last thing you have to do is one, put this block back. And then go down here. And you're gonna take your redstone torch. You're gonna put one here and one here. And now we just gotta put our, I'm having a bit of a brain fart. Our mine chest in. So you can place the first one down right here. Totally fine. And then you actually want to put a hopper above this one. And then you're going to place 2 chests right here. And then you'll place your minecart. So in the end, that is pretty much everything done. And all you do is you'll put your items that you want smelted in here. And then you'll put your fuel up here. When you turn this on, they will run across. They'll fill up the furnaces and they will start cooking. And it makes things a lot faster. And everything that you smelt will end up down here. But yeah, that is the super smelter. You can make this longer. I don't know if you need to do gaps or anything. I've never made it bigger than 8, to be honest. This has always been the way I built it. To be fair, I don't think I've ever needed more than 8. And like I said, it is a very quick farm. We're not going to decorate this today. I'm going to save that for later, because what we'll end up doing is eventually you won't actually need this chest, because I'm going to have a hopper line that runs into this one, because we'll build a bamboo fuel farm basically behind here. And once that's done, then I plan on building things up on this. But yeah, So the plan was to give y'all a time lapse of the new villager breeder building. It didn't go the way I wanted it to. So this is what we ended up getting, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I tried free farming. I am very much a kind of plan builder. Um, it's a little off in the shape. Um, I will go ahead and show you that I did flip this around, and the reason I flipped around is that we are going to build a sort of a basement area that will have the villagers kind of go down into while we wait to get this library set up. But that's going to be a minute, and I didn't want to wait that long to start breeding them. And I realized, yes, I do have a lot of villagers kind of still stuck in buildings. You kind of see up there. Some of them did get out. I still don't know how, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead between episodes and try to design something that I actually like and that looks good, and we will come back to that next episode. But that is probably going to be it for me today. And I hope y'all have enjoyed the episode and you have a good one.